Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I've got something exciting that just came in the mail today. It is the set of scales that I have been excitedly waiting for my T-Rex Shaman. These scales are from Fireside Co. Fireside is seems to have a great reputation for making some really cool scales. The material of choice for him is Terotuf. Now these are seafoam, which I think is just gonna be freaking awesome on this knife. So we're gonna go ahead and swap them right away, see how they fit and how they feel. On first impression, I really like the texture of this material. Pardon all the ink all over my hands, it's been a busy day. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this tag off of here first. See if I can do that. There we go. All right, tag is off. Looks like he also ships it with a little string of leather in case you wanted to run that for a lanyard or something. I'm not a lanyard kind of guy, so I'm not going to do that, but oh, pardon me. We'll go ahead and get these factory scales off of here. We'll see how little I can disassemble this while putting those on. I don't want to take it all the way apart if I don't have to, but I may have to. So we will see. I need a T6 for the clip screws. The body screws a T8. The body screws are a T8. And I want to say the Torx, is the Torx also a T8? It's got a little wiggle, maybe it's a T10. Maybe it's just a loose T8. Nope, that's a T10. So we're using 6, 8, and 10. Here's my driver. I've got 6, 8, and 10 in here as well. So if I need to screw or get torque on the opposite side as I pull the pivot screw out, then I can do that. But let's go ahead and first things first, take the clip off of here. Where we're going, we don't need a clip. All right, clip is off. Let's go ahead and get these body screws out. I'm gonna do clip side first. There's body screw number 1, body screw number 2. I can already feel that scale just separated off of the liner there. Very cool. Now let's see if I can get lucky and just do half of this at a time. Oop, no such luck. Well, maybe. Alright, maybe, just maybe. Fits perfectly. Let's do pivot screw back in first. Now these screws, or these scales I should say, are specifically countersunk for the T-Rex hardware, because it does use different hardware from the other Shamans. The pivot screws countersunk differently. Gotta switch back to my T8. Chuck that in there. Chuck this one in here. Would you look at that? All right. So it's off center. We'll adjust after, but that looks real cool. There's your contrast there. Sweet. Let's go ahead and swap the other one. All right, now snag these body screws out. Put my T10 back in. Get the other side of the pivot out. Excellent. Ooh, it's got some tension on it, doesn't it? It's from the compression lock. Come on. I'm gonna want the liner. See if I can keep the tension on there. This would be a great chance to oil this, but we'll do a disassembly later. This is just to try these out. So get that pivot back in here. Sweet. Do one body screw here. Switch back to my T8 again. Looks like I'm not quite connecting. Why is that not going? Did I come out of alignment? There we go. That was just out of alignment. Let's get this last guy back in here. It's a good chance to look at the inside of these scales too. It's funny, a lot of people, or I guess there was a whole thing about Spyderco making a statement, and Knife Center, who ran this exclusive, that it wasn't real rosewood or whatever. It's diamond wood, whatever wood it is. It looks like it's solid through and through. It's not like it's glued together or anything. Interesting. All right, let's see if we can get her back on center. I guess I'll make sure all these are torqued down right. While I've got the 8 still on it. That one needed a little more. That one's good. All right, let's get the 10 back out. Crazy. Ah, my liner is just barely. Yeah, that's locked in. And still a hair off center. Sweet. First things first, the way this material feels in hand, it's night and day from the wood scales. The wood scales I already find are just a little bit grippier than the G10, but this is just, feels just like a really nice micarta. Terotuf is a cool material. It's essentially micarta, but I really like the texture that he's able to achieve on these. I'm excited to see how this wears in with the oils in my hands. But this is no longer the Tree Rex, it is now the Sea Rex. So let's get the clip back on it real quick and see if we can get her on her way. Then I need the T6. Go ahead and set that right there. Make sure I'm still in the shot well. I'm not going to go too tight until I've got this other screw in here. There we go. This lynch clip in the, I believe this is the satin finish with these scales still, I think, suits the knife really well with all the satin hardware, the satin finish blade. A little bit grimy from my grimy hands right now, but get that nice and tight, but not too tight. Excellent. There you have it. That's the Sea Rex in all her glory. Awesome. yeah, the fit and finish on these is perfect. The liners nest in just like they do on the factory scales. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting this to use. It's cool, it feels in hand. I don't know if it's just me or if it's the tiniest bit thicker. It feels like it might. I'd have to like put calipers on it. I'm probably crazy, but it feels a little more substantial in my hand. Maybe it's just the texture that I'm getting more grip on it. This feels like I might need to tighten it a hair more. I'm always terrified of over tightening these little T6s and feeling that dreaded pop where all of a sudden you've gone from getting tighter and tighter to free spinning. Anywho, this looks really cool. I'm super glad I went with this color. I think it's really unique. You don't see a lot of micarta knives out there with this finish on them. So I am pumped to start rocking this in the pocket and trying it out in real use application, seeing how it does. But first impressions are super solid. This is really cool material, and these scales are, they fit and feel exactly like I wanted them to. So yeah, check out Fireside. He seems like a really cool dude from the interaction I've had with him. He didn't have this material when I ordered it. He had to wait for the material to get there. So as soon as the material got there, he was real quick at making them. Got them shipped out and turned around to me real fast. And yeah, he was super easy and pleasant to deal with. And yeah, first impressions are solid. So thanks for checking it out. Say hello to the C-Rex.